What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Tower Defense Tuesday. Now, this is not your typical tower defense game that I would feature on TDT, but this is a game that I've had my eye on for quite a while now. Now, of course, I am talking about the Riftbreaker. It's from Exor Studios on Steam and plans to release at some time in 2020, so we have no confirmed release date quite yet. However, there is a completely free demo or prologue, as you see here, that you can download on Steam right now to check the game out. So, as I mentioned, this is not a conventional tower defense game. It is a more of a base defense type game with survival and action RPG elements. You are an elite scientist / commando inside an advanced mecha suit capable of dimensional rift travel. Now, I haven't popped into the game at all yet. I wanted to save it for this video, so this is a true first look. I haven't made it past the options screen. Now, this is an alpha or a pre-alpha state of the game. It's just a demo. There will be issues with the game itself if you download and play the prologue. It is in an incomplete alpha state and just being set out as a demo out there. Now, with that in mind, these options, of course, may not be options that are exactly this way when the game launches. It could be expanded on, there could be more things there. However, it's got all of the basic stuff that I personally look for. So looking through the gameplay, we've got vibration, no need for me to have that on. RGB hardware effects, I do have a Razer mouse and keyboard, we'll leave that on. Camera mode dynamic, camera shake, I'm going to leave it on for now, but you all know I just can't stand camera shake, so I will probably turn it off at some point. However, I wanted to check it out as it's supposed to be played, so we will leave that camera shake on, and then audio alerts on. Now, the graphics, it's fairly basic, but it's got all the requirements. Your resolution, as far as windowed, you've got full screen windowed and borderless windowed. VSync, I've got that turned off. You've also got some advanced graphics here, with just some of the basics lined out there. And then the user interface options and the audio options. I'm always excited to see lots and lots of sliders when I click the audio tab as a content creator, so it's pretty awesome to see everything is divided out in the audio settings. Quite nice for us here. Now let's go ahead and get this prologue started and see what the Riftbreaker is all about. Let's get right into it. Alright, and here we go. So the default configuration, WASD movement. The map is M, imagine that. Menu actions, we got manufacturing is Y, crafting, inventory, and research. So fairly standard keybinds that, you know, we shouldn't have any problems with. So here we are ported in, our rift jump is in. Let's check the movement out.
Weapons activated. We're ready to go.
It almost feels like a twin stick sort of thing.
Houston, this is Ashley. Reporting rift jump successful.
Roger that. Begin field base setup.
Ashley, construct a headquarters building to secure our presence here. It will allow me to reconstruct if my armor is destroyed.
We don't have enough carbonium to build an HQ. Let's scout for a deposit and set up our base close to it. We need to move quick. It's probably a matter of time before the natives spot us.
Alright, so we need carbonium. Is that it? It seems like that could be carbonium. What was inventory? That was not my inventory. Maybe I should have looked at those key bindings a little bit more closely. Take a look. Oh, we got beds right there. Looks like I'm going to be doing a little hack and slasher. Here we go. Here's the carbonium.
Okay, move on to the deposit and start drilling.
See, hold space to mine it up manually. Now, I'm assuming we'll be able to automate this down the road, but let's mine some of this carbonium up. It actually gives you a bit of I know that it doesn't even look remotely similar, but it gave me a little tiny bit of a Factorio feel when I roamed up on the actual objective here. There is just baddies all over the place, too.
This will help us speed up resource
Oh, no.
production.
So they were docile until I attacked. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to want to keep an eye out for random swinging at bads in the future. Alright, so we have got enough. We can press our left control to open the build menu. And where do we want to build here? I'm not sure how big of an area we're going to need, but you would think we're probably going to need a decent sized area. Let's just, let's splap it down right here. See if we open our build menu. We've got a headquarters we need to place. And is it just left click? No. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You have to select it first. So we got our headquarters
HQ
down.
Construction in progress. Sometimes I wish we could fast forward this part of the simulation.
Man, there's lots of little critters.
Captain Novak, let me remind you that even though this is a simulated training exercise, you are expected to perform as if it was your real mission on Galatea 37.
We need to expand the base. Let's build a carbonium factory to do the digging for us.
Now we're talking.
Yes, we've got much more interesting
Alright,
things to
so
do.
a carbonium
Let's automate this.
factory. Communication hub, an armory, the headquarters, or here we go. See, a carbonium factory. We're going to need 115 carbonium, so we need to mine a little bit more up. Must be placed on carbonium ore and powered with energy to operate. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and get to drilling here, as we are going to need much more carbonium. You see, each individual node, it appears, has an amount, so that kind of tells me that you could completely mine out one of the little segments, which is fine.
Ashley, we really need that carbonium factory.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. There we go. We got a carbonium factory down, and we're going to need to power that somehow, huh? Do a little more mowing the lawn here. Looks like 5 more seconds. Stuff builds pretty quick. It's got a very nice animation. I can't zoom in closer to it, which I think would be pretty awesome.
Huge amounts of power to operate. Right now, we can only construct some basic power plants. Wind turbines and carbonium power plants.
Wind turbines are less effective, but they work around the clock. Carbonium power plants are very effective, but they use up the deposits that they are placed on.
In the beginning, it's best to use a combination of these power sources. We can balance energy peaks and shortages by storing excess energy in energy storages. Also, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid using energy connectors. They connect all buildings within their area of operation, even if power lines are not visible.
Alright, fair enough. So, we need to power this bad boy. Now, where was that? Or here we go. So, the carbonium power plant must be built on top of carbonium. So, you would have to put that directly on top of something. And then you've got a wind turbine. Now, we're going to need more carbonium again. Imagine that. So, let's just get back to drilling here and get us a little bit more of this carbonium dug up. And we'll get this bad boy powered and automated all the way up here. And where do we even want to put this bad boy? Let's just plop it right down right there for the time being. We might dig back in and, you know, optimize and beautify this bad boy later on. But we have got power coming up here. Now we're going to have to wire it over to our carbonium drill and let that get going.
Ashley,
we've got more carbonium here.
All buildings to the power grid. Energy connectors distribute power to all buildings within their operating radius.
You know what? I'm going to build one of these bad boys over here too. Let me see. What was that? The carbonium power plant. Now it's going to use up this this node here, but I think I'm good with that for the moment. Just to check it out and get a feel for things here. See, we got a couple more seconds left on it. And there we go. Now we need to wire everything. Now where is wiring? How does it work? What do we got? We got energy connector within its operational radius. Oh, okay. So it's not... It's a little different in the whole wiring section. Now, well, we can wire this up here. I'm assuming we'll have some sort of a storage thing down the road. Pretty short range on these bad boys. But obviously I'm going to have to connect all this stuff together.
Ashley, I'm detecting a lot of movement to the west.
Uh-oh.
We should build up a defensive perimeter around the base.
Now we're talking.
Let's set up some walls and sentinel towers. Focus our defenses on the western direction. They never changed the beginning of this exercise.
Alright, build at least 6 sentinel towers and 30 wall pieces. Alright, let's see here.
Combat performance in the previous simulation was far from spectacular.
See, there's the sentinel towers. Here's the walls.
My area of expertise.
Since you've already done this a couple of times, we've introduced some new additions to this course. We'll see what your area of expertise really is.
Let's just put a wall all the way around here. We'll come down to like there maybe. It says to mainly focus on the western area. It looks like I used up all my resources. And then... Now, do I need to collect it out, or does it... It looks like it automatically delivers it to me. I see my little carbonium is going up here, so it appears that it delivers it to me. I've definitely passed the 30 required wall segment. Let's check out our very first tower, as it looks like the Sentinel Tower, basic defensive tower, shoots high-speed energy projectiles at a limited rate of fire. And we're going to need lots of carbonium here to get these bad boys built up. Oh, we're going to have to power them all, too. It's got a pretty decent AoE range, really. Need more carbonium before we can get it done. AI cores. Oh, no, it's letting me build it. There we go. So let's see. We're focusing mainly to the west. I feel like I should be just helping my little carbonium situation out a little bit here, and drilling some up manually too. Get it collected up a little bit quicker maybe to get this basic stuff down. I'm assuming since this is like a tutorial type thing, they're not just going to zerg me. It's going to wait until I get the objectives done here. Ooh, what was that? Like a little mini sprint type thing. Alright, let's get some more of these towers down. What were these? These were the sentinels. We'll have to add in some more wiring too. I kind of feel like I want one more down here. Let's go ahead and get our wiring nodes in. How are we going to do that? Or here we go. We can do it like that. And then maybe get another sentinel or two down. See, I needed 6 total. That's only 4. I feel like I should have something up a little higher.
AI cores to support any more defensive towers. You will need to construct additional AI hubs to expand our defenses.
Oh, I see.
Remember to build more power plants before you do that. AI hubs consume a lot of energy.
Great. Just what I needed. Something to consume a bunch more energy. Alright, so we need an AI hub. Alright, let's see. Where do we want this bad boy? It seems like this doesn't need to be out there. I mean, it feels like I can just drop that anywhere. I'm just going to plop it down right here. That's going to get us some more defense units for you Dungeon Defenders players out there. Is basically what I'm doing here. Crafting up more defense units myself. 1, I'm assuming, is repair. 2, 2 is like a splody bomb. 3, oh, 3 is dropping mines. 4 is dropping a big nuke. And 5 seemed like it was some kind of a shield or a scan. I'm assuming I'm probably jumping the gun, and I'm sure the game will take us to that point eventually here, but let's see. Let's grab that there. I feel like we could use some more walls around this segment. Get a little bit of protection. It's said to focus on the west. Well, that's the west right there. I feel like all of these things everywhere are just a bit of a hindrance now. Let's just keep going. We still need one more sentinel tower, though. So just waiting for those resources to get plugged in. Yeah, we need 50. I've got 30. It's growing. It's growing. I kind of want to pop it up here, to be honest with you, but I kind of snubbed off that corner, too. I guess I could put it right there. We're just about there. I could, you know, always go mine some of this stuff up myself, but, you know, I'm not doing that. We're going to automate, y'all. We're going to automate.
Ashley, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid. Energy connectors distribute power to all buildings within their operating radius.
Oh, they are all
These
connected.
basic defenses should give us a bit of security, but we should try to surround our entire base with walls and defensive towers.
That's fair. That is fair. We got a lot of... I wonder if there's like a gun. How do I switch weapons? Oh, it's right click. So these guys are not actually... Are those friendly? I kind of get the feeling those may be friendly. It's quite the weed-eating simulator here, and it's very gratifying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, what do we got? We got 7 seconds. I feel like I should get behind my wall here.
A large group of creatures heading towards our position.
Oh, great.
Prepare to fight.
Now I can see them on the map, and then I also got the on-screen
Remember to use repair
indicator.
kits if necessary.
It gives me, the game gives me a kind of a mixture. Oh, wow. It gives me kind of, oh, you can't shoot over walls. Maybe down the road with something. See if you can't just cut them back and forth in front of these traps. Anyway, it gives me a little bit of a They Are Billions vibe to it.
Well done, Captain Novak. The purpose of this training exercise is to prepare you for intense combat situations. This simulation is based on our long-distance scans of Galatea 37. They may or may not be accurate. You will be alone out there. There will be no communication back home until you can stabilize a rift portal back to Earth. You will have to rely only on your skills and your mecha suit.
Ashley, I
All right.
advise you to construct an armory. It will allow us to craft new weapons and upgrades, and also manufacture field repair kits, as well as other usable items.
And it will produce more ammunition for your guns. Yes, that is an important building.
I
Mr.
should
Rose
probably
is the
quit
only
mowing down the
companion
locals.
that I need. We can handle the unknown. Just let us do our job.
The voiceover is nice. It sounds good. It's a very pleasant voiceover. I mean, and I know I'm in the tutorial too, and that's why there's so much of it there, but it seems like there is just a ton of voice.
Ashley,
Now,
we should further secure and expand our base. You can build more defenses, or go out and clear out hostile creatures' nests to prevent further attacks.
We didn't have any time to study the creatures that are attacking us. The only thing we can do right now is to fight them or strengthen our defenses. We'll need a steel factory to build more towers. We'll have to find an ore deposit to build one.
alright, so the next objective is to go out to find an ore deposit. You see it's very clearly marked on the map. It's straight out this way. So, if we went out and found an ore deposit, is that another area that we need to secure? I mean, I'm assuming so. Oh yeah, we can get some hack and slash going on these fools too. I almost wish it played, and this is something really odd for me, as I just don't wish this about any game, but I almost wish the controls were more similar to like Diablo or Path of Exile. It definitely has that ARPG feel to it, but with the WASD movement, it doesn't feel 100%. It just seems like it would be nice if there was, a way for me to drag around and hit the exact angles and everything I'm looking for. But that is the Riftbreaker. Now, I didn't want to make this video too long, as it is just Tower Defense Tuesday. However, it's free, y'all. Download the dang demo and check it out. I'm probably going to end up maybe having an episode 2 to this, where I go through and build out a base and play through the rest of the demo, or maybe I'll do it on live stream. I'm not really sure. But I'm definitely anxious to get deeper into the game. I don't want to dive too deep right now, as I don't want to spoil it all for myself, either on stream or in a little Let's Play series. But that is the Riftbreaker on Steam from Exor Studios. Once again, no launch date. It just says sometime in 2020. But the demo is here now and available to play at no charge whatsoever. So that will do it for now, and a little different take on Tower Defense Tuesday. This is almost like a Base Defense Wednesday kind of game, but we are going to include it in the Tower Defense list nonetheless, because it just looks kind of awesome. I think a lot of people that watch the videos on my channel, this game could potentially be something that you all will enjoy. So once again, the links are all down in the description below. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Don't forget to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon with more Tower Defense, and I am looking forward to it. Thanks again, y'all. I will see ya next time around.